welcome back. I'm Mhorgrimm, and this is my Let's Play of Starfield. Episode 59, actually. This will be a little more chill session, since I do have a monitoring device hooked up to me that will interrupt me every 30 minutes to check out my arm. So, I'll have to pause every now and then. We had been doing a gathering of as many of the temples as we could to prepare ourselves for moving on to another universe and making a good universe. From a bookkeeping perspective, let's just go in here for a second. I have added some more creations. Always more creations. I've added or I should have added a blackout hard target. There we go. Says what it does, just a new skin. I also added an outpost tabs. Since I see it, the unofficial shattered space patch I've also added. Hoping this gets the Varun stuff soon-ish. I'll check to see. But the other one that I've added is this one here. Just adds some different styles of habs so that I can build more habs in the future. Okay, so I've got to build a... Is it dwarf star or black hole? Yeah, I'll have to check that. I also need to build a gear clothing item one. So we need black hole and subgiant. Black hole, subgiant. Which means I need solvent. Or solvent. Lots of solvent, okay. So next time we're in habitable space, we need to go find solvent for sale. I'm just wondering if this science lab has solvent. Yeah, I know it's the 0G. So forgotten military base. Or science out. Let's just land at the science outpost and see what's going on. which is that way. Off to our left, then. Let's get there. Okay. Tantalum, iridium, argon. Ugh, nutrient, unfortunately. Structural, don't care. Come on. Solvent. I think we're good. Like, I don't think that is a hostile.
It's a great day to be out in the field.
And let's just hop in.
I'd stay out here forever if they'd let me. Field work's good for the soul. I thought help would never come, but here you are. Spacers
Okay.
have been demanding protection for weeks now, but we've nothing left to give. Things are about to get violent. Then they get in their ships and leave. Who knows when they'll strike again? Can you take your ship and put an end to it, once and for all?
I'd say don't worry.
Thank
I'll
you
handle
so
them.
much. Please, be careful.
Oh, they're in orbit. That's fine. None of these seem to be... Oh. Solomon's Reserve. Some ham. Okay.
Welcome to the front lines of scientific advancement in the settled systems.
Fieldwork's always been my passion. Can't imagine being stuck in Atlantis.
But there's... Where is a... Do you not have a provisioner?
I'm so glad you're taking care of this.
A little disappointed. But I can kill some spacers for you. Pigment. Fiber. Oh, how's this work? Just trying out my ability because I think it lets me do that more often. I should check. 15 different aliens. Okay. Oh, let's take care of the spacers for the research scientists. Not what I came here for. We've got the contact, so let's go take care of them.
We got you now.
Mm-hmm. And land. That was fairly easy. Wait, they're outside. No, 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 no.
Whoa, jeez. I thought you were, Never mind. Don't
Mhm.
worry about it.
Surrender and you get
What
to
do you
live.
mean? I've done nothing wrong.
Oh, you're back. I
Maybe
hope
you don't
this
have
means you
a
have
fine.
good news.
Maybe you just have to
That's
pay
great
fine.
news. Thanks for
What?
getting this done, even with the risks. Please, take this. It's not much, but I hope it's enough to make the trouble worth it. Thanks again.
Okay. Maybe you'll just have to pay a fine. Okay. Let me guess, you're innocent, right? Oh, that's an interesting error. Glitch, isn't it?
I give up. This doesn't need to escalate.
I'm not.
Visioner.
If you need to buy coffee, you're out of luck.
The postgrads burn through it like it's their job. Let's trade.
Okay, yep. Let's trade. Yeah, you're gonna just have what? Cutter. No solvent. But let's sell them some guns.
Stay safe out there.
I'll try. That should be a cave. Yeah, mining outpost is not gonna have what I need. And it's a long run. Easier to just purchase. Oh, that's a little bit of a glitch, don't you think? Floating. Actually, did I need carbolic acids for anything? I don't think so. Right. Yeah, we're good for that. We'll drop off the carbolic acids. Start heading back to civilized space. Okay. We haven't gone into this system, have we? See if there's anything hanging out around the terramorph land. Let all my sensors come
You know
online.
what, Robin? Fine
Nope, go
trade.
away.
I guess that means we're going my way.
Just jump out. Thank you. Not dealing with your marital arguments. So that's Londinium. Actually, let's just go to Delta Pavonis. Do a little searching for temples on our own.
We could use a vacation. If you're feeling generous, you could help us out. Or we can just dust your ship.
Seriously?
If
Gonna
that's
take
how
my
you want
money?
to play it. You want my song?
I catch up to the wreckage as it floats away. Yeah, but this is an extreme one. Let's go land anyways. See if the land around provides us with solvent. Yeah, why not? It'll be combat, I know. Mm-hmm.
I know, I saw someone. Hiding, huh? Give it up and I'll go easy on you.
Just shooting some pirates because it's pirates. see. Have fun.
You're dead. Got some more of this.
So he's in there, okay. Well, here we go. Fiber could be useful. Come in and look outside.
Damn. Must have been nothing.
Yeah, that's it. Your friend just keeled over with a giant hole in his head for natural causes. It happens. Sealant. I'm looking for solvent. I saw you. Oh. Oh, not interested. Mm-hmm. we did our looting. No solvent. I don't want digipick, I want solvent. Solvent. Gonna take this out on the pirates, you know that, don't you? Okay, what do we got out here? Geology feature, science outpost, pipeline. Cave. Research station. But that's a long run. Nope. That's all taken care of. So I don't think Delta Pavonis has worked out for us. Try and intercept me? Okay. Did we already do the temples? In Arendani? Oh, please. Okay. Let's go see what the civilian outpost has. View of Mars there? Okay, so it would be stealing. Heat leech. Toxin.
I wasn't expecting to see anyone else out here. I'm glad you stopped by. We are worried about the gas rising from the vents nearby. We want to make sure it's safe. We need some assistance placing the sensors near the vents. Interested?
Sure.
That's terrific. Thanks.
Because it gives me an opportunity to go check plant life while I'm out here. Who knows? Maybe they have something that's solvent. Sealant. Argon. Oh, and place. Toxin. Sealant. Sweet vine. I suppose it makes sense. It's okay. One has a name. Sweet vine. It's not ironically named. Using my amazing pacification skills. So far, no sealant or solvent. Water. Okay. I did my job.
Thanks for everything. Feel free to visit anytime. Here, take this. For your trouble. It's the best I can do. Stay safe out there.
Okay.
producing suitable sustenance for your species requires a Titanic.
Actually, never mind.
You're my fit. Any junk weighing you down? Here you
Yes.
go.
Some junk is weighing me down, and you don't have what I need. Alright, let's give you some guns so that you're protected from random pirates that come along.
Good luck out there.
You're free to use our equipment. Just leave it in working order, okay?
I've been here from the beginning. The outpost's come a long way since then.
Okay. Well, we've done a good deed for the day. Or two now. Okay, so that's that. $2G. Well, 1.94G. That's enough.
You will be returned to the stores.
Now this had... What was that unexplored geological feature? Like, why is it... on my map? Can't be an unknown artifact, could it? That's it there, okay. Oh. I almost forgot. Solomon's Reserve. Seaweed snacks. And I'm missing chlorine. Okay. I think this is where I recovered him. I think this is where I recovered one of the artifacts. Let's run back to Muskoka. I could have ran out there and just picked up experience, but I'm not really on an experience hunt right now. Levels are a bit of a thing, but nothing I'm just striving for. What are you? Actually, no. No point landing on something if there's nothing to gain. Captain Star should only have nothing, but we'll travel out there anyways.
Please help us out. We're all out of options.
What are you? Abandoned Star Station. Can't dock with it, so City we've always been to. Travel to Sirius. See if anything comes up on my sensors in this system. It appears no. A lot of radiation for that one. Land back at the lodge. Go talk to our good friend Vladimir.
Captain John, may I be of assistance on your ship?
Still need
Artifact
the eyes
temple.
showing signs over another one of those big anomalies. Here, catch a smile.
You know, it would be nice if you just radioed and told me that. Hello.
Leave me alone, please. Not a good time. Oh, come on. This is ridiculous.
Okay, maybe you'll just have to pay a fine.
Money does fix a lot of problems, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Just surrender and you can avoid dying today.
Same to you, bucko.
Maybe you just have to pay
Maybe
a
you're
fine.
right. Maybe it's not that big of a deal after all. You've gotta be kidding me.
And I would like to go to the spaceport, please. Now, does Jemison Mercantile sell?
Can I help you with something?
There's a bit more in the back. Oh, please, take a look.
Come on. You sell the resources, right? Eight solvent. Good enough.
Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome. Okay. Now I should be able to do some research. Because if I can complete some of the research, it'll get me to... Okay, alien genetic material, subgiant, or black hole. Okay. That carries on to the next system. I need genetic material. And Mercury. Okay. Alien genetic material. My big lonely spaceship. Okay. Well, we certainly know where it is, don't we?
You're under no obligation to respond.
Ignore.
I'm sorry, everyone, but the captain is busy. So let's continue to...
And land. We all know this is going to be a wonderful planet to be on. Because minus 237. Temple Pie. A few anomalies we can visit on our way out. Get our big bang ready, because we know that the Starborn will try and ambush us after learning our new power. Float through space. Of course. Alright. Okay. What did we learn? Life forced. Life forced. Oh, so it's like they can be like a vampire and just steal their health. Okay then. It's not a very good guardian, is he? Okay, my ship's that direction. This one. Oh, 0.03 and ice. It would have been a nightmare to drive the rev vehicle on this. I know there's that creation of the little flying pod, but I find that a little cheaty. Like, it doesn't fit in lore-wise. Of course, does the rev really fit in? Because, well, no, you do see other vehicles parked here and there on occasion. But you don't see, like, the little flying vehicles ever parked at any settlements or outposts. So you know, the gravity would be different, the atmospherics would be different. Unless, of course, you're claiming that the flying vehicle has a I don't know, like a miniature little grav drive in it. For some of the research I was doing. And we have the copper. Alright, well that takes care of that one. Should be back at the ship soon. Because running in this gravity does not tire you out at all. Just kind of handy. Sun must be coming up. Let's get into the ship. And let's see. Liquor. Barbacoa. Nice chicken marsala. Let's see. No, lumberjack julep. New. Stellar kebabs. No. Chai latte. Can make 2 of those. Yeah, why not? Perfect. No, it's trying to trick me. It's trying to send me out into the Unity. Not quite yet. Thanks to you here. You built some beautiful views with your outposts. I just wish the outposts were actually more tied in or useful in the game. Actually, it's Nicola. Let's jump out into deeper space. Speaking of things I wish the game had, I'd like to see the outposts, I don't know, incorporated better, other than just, I don't know, decorative? Is that the best way to put it? Because right now they don't seem to serve much of a purpose in-game other than decorative. But then again, I guess you could say the same thing about the settlements in Fallout. Okay. Let's go to Bradbury. Yeah, there's like some things that could be tweaked in the game. Like if incorporating the settlements is, I think, a bit beyond your average modder. I think the Star Sim one might be able to incorporate them. And here we go. About you guys knocking out my engine with your EMP pulses. So okay. Where was I? Let's go to Bradbury 1. Yeah, so things I'd like to see improve. I don't say fix, because as it is, I don't think there's much wrong with the game. I know there's a lot of negativity and toxicity associated with the game from a particular set of reviewers. Well, I don't really call them reviewers because I don't really review. I just complain. Just learning my boxing. Mountains, swamp, hills, wetlands. Let's land in a swamp. Yeah, like a lot of reviewers have just embraced negativity or outright toxicity for clicks. And I don't mean, you know, saying things are wrong with the game or something you don't like about the game. I don't think that saying that is bad, but I actually believe in criticism, like constructive criticism. Where has the game failed? What could be fixed in the game? What's good about the game? Because you used to, you know, thinking of the days of the movie reviewers would talk about what they liked about the film, what they didn't like about the film. Book reviews, what you liked about it. Was character developed good? Was character development bad? Was the storyline pacing bad? Now, though, the toxicity... Yeah, that's... The toxicity is not good for anyone involved. Because toxicity, unrestrained, just eats away at you. You forget context. Oh wait, pacify. Adhesive. Okay. Like I've seen people lose themselves to toxicity or negativity. Saw friends of mine from the military lose themselves to it over the years. It is kind of sad. They were good people. Then they just fell into the toxic negativity or the toxicity. Like, one of the quickest ways to see is like when it comes to, say, like a conspiracy theory. Are any of the conspiracy theories ever about how good things are? No, the conspiracy theories are always about something negative. How everything's wrong. No one sees the truth, etc., etc., etc. Starborn guys, come on. interrupted my train of thought there. What do we got here? You dead? Nope. We'll use the example of I won't name them because you just know what'll happen if I name them. But there are some streamers, reviewers, out there that everything is always about what is wrong with the game. How it could be fixed. How it never lives up to exactly what they want. And it's... their entire review is just... I don't know, criticisms, attacks. They'll complain about... like, they'll try and read politics into a game that doesn't exist. They'll go off about everything. Like, they'll just look for things to complain about, because if you complain, people will buy into it. Either A, to defend the game they like. So you want to drag in the people that want to counter you, to want to argue with you. In other words, to turn it negative yet again. And it's a calculated move. Because on one level... Oop. Negativity breeds engagement. The more engagement, the more clicks you get, the more money you get. Actually, polymer. Thank you. And it's the, I guess you could say the model of engagement mastered by some media, some media companies. Because an angry, agitated audience is more likely to tune back in. Sadly. And this works not only for news, not only for sports columnists, where it's always, what did the team do wrong? What did the team do right? What could they do better? It just keeps people engaged because they want to argue. They want to take the opinion. And that's like the purposeful negativity. When it comes to the negative toxicity, it's you want to be negative. The negativity is the whole point of the exercise.
There's no way we'll get this job done on time with a crew this size.
And yeah, it's... you can tell, like... what was it? When COVID hit, there used to be, say, some reviewers of Fallout, or some reviewers of Stellaris, or some reviewers of Fallout 76, and everything became about what was wrong. The game's broken, the game's ripping us off, it's etc, etc, etc. Oh, what's this? and it's not great. Like, it doesn't.
We're never gonna get this job done.
It doesn't improve the game, but if, you know, every single one of their reviews is a negative one, and more than about one
I
game.
hope you weren't. You should leave the site after you're done shopping. The foreman's glaring daggers. You got it.
Particularly where it's, they never have anything positive to say about one game, and they keep returning to it. Well, if there's nothing, if the game sucks and it's horrible, why do you keep reviewing it? And the simple answer to that is make money off negative views. More clicks equals more money equals,
Have a good one.
It becomes a self-fulfilling thing, and some people lose themselves in it. And I've seen some lose themselves in it. Where's my ship? Oh, we're pretty far away, aren't we? Okay, we'll slowly walk back. It's just a conversation that came up recently. Where a girl from the hobby store that does painting, you know, painting her Warhammer, her 40K, and she'd been told that, you know, girls don't play Warhammer, girls don't play 40K, it's a horrible game, just on and on and on. Like, she said, like, it's just constant negativity from, I'll call them peers, I won't really call them friends, because a friend wouldn't spend all their time putting you down for your hobby, particularly a hobby you enjoy. And that was the point I brought up with her too. Like, I asked her, yes, there's some negative, like, there are negative aspects to the hobby. I mean, she'd be exposed to them a bit more because we've all seen the creeps that you can encounter in the gaming, well, actually in any game if you think about it. But there's, I asked her, like, do you enjoy the game? Do you find it, like, do you find the hobby relaxing? Do you find some joy in it? Don't want to use that. Do you find joy? Crap. But it's like, do you find joy in what you do? Like, do you enjoy it? Do you actually look forward to your hobby? Does it give you a positive benefit? Do you find it calming, relaxing, enjoyable, engaging, social? Then yeah, it's your hobby. Who's anyone else to say? And I also pointed out that her peers, like, there we go. I was going, why is my Z key not working? Her peers that were telling her that she was, you know, dumb to play the game, or it's a stupid thing, or etc., etc., etc. It's like, how many of them, have any of them ever tried it? Have any of them ever tried a hobby like it? So yeah, they're just jumping on a bandwagon. Put down the other. It makes you part of an in-group, etc., etc. So, circling back to some of these negative or toxic reinforcing reviewers, sadly they become consumed about it.
Make short work of them.
Guys, I'm having a conversation. Please allow me to do with these, and I'll finish my train of thought. Okay. Yeah, so they just become consumed by it. It's reinforced. They get their clicks or their views by being negative and toxic. So if they weren't a negative or toxic person to begin with, they'll become one. It's just the saying, practice makes perfect. Well, if you practice toxicity and negativity, guess what? You become really good at it. And your entire worldview and everything becomes shaped by it. Because that's how you see things. And is it good? No. I'd be happy if they had, I don't know, constructive views. Like, what is wrong with the game? Where is it? Where would you improve the game? What would you do? And then explain how you could do it. Not just, I would like to think. It'd be like an example when I was talking about the outposts. If I just complained about outposts are crap, outposts are useless, outposts are broken, they're just a money grab, blah, 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 blah. That's one thing. But saying, I see a potential in outposts, I just wish they were, tied into the game better or doing something. And then asking your viewers, hey, do you have any ideas of how you could take these outposts and make things better? Like, do you want to tie it into a mining or a faction system? That could work. Right? Oh yeah, it was just a shipping crate. Okay. Or say complaining about ship design. Let's say you think ship design is horrible, should be done better. Okay, how could it be done better? Instead of just complaining about it. Like, in my case, some of the ship design elements frustrate me. How would I improve ship design? I'd like to see some more coloring or cosmetic options to how you apply like the paint or your modules. I would like to see an option to kind of where you can select kind of where the connectors are inside your ship, like where the ladders go, where the doors go. What else would I like to see in it? Some more functionality into it that extends beyond me just adding in a computer module, and that gives me 4 extra crew slots. Like, what if the computer module...
I was a rover and a rambler. I lived my life in sin.
What if the module enhanced your targeting time? 10%, like nothing major. What if it improved your scanning? Like when you're doing one of these scans, increase the chance of you detecting like if what are they called? They're called features? Unique? These things, traits. Let's say it gave you a better chance of detecting a trait. That would be kind of good, wouldn't it? Like it's adding a functionality to it. Like an infirmary. As long as you're on board your ship, you're getting a better recovery option to recovering from negative effects like your burns or whatever. The living quarters gives you a small percentage increase of, say, XP, like 2% or something like that. Something not game breaking. It's kind of why I've added in my useful infirmary mod, or I've added in the useful mess halls mod. It does something. It gives you a reason to add these modules other than the basics in. You look at something and go, what is a positive increase or positive change that could be made? Instead of just negative, negative, negative all the time. Ooh, level 72, guys. Do I want to get involved in a fight with these guys? Oh, we're going to get in a fight. All right. We'll continue our conversation about how people are taught to hate or be negative in a moment. As I float dead in space. Yeah, because hitting... You flew in front of me, it's your own fault. Ow. Well, he got off some pulse missiles at the end there. Yeah, some people are taught enforced negativity or forced hate. Like you can see it politically, I guess you could say, amongst progressive or regressive politics. On the left and the right. This is Sparta. So, like, on the right, it's pretty easy to see. You get a lot of, bigotry, racism, just tied in. They've latched on this whole new idea of the culture war, anti-woke, anti-LGBTQ, anti-everything. You get it in progressives, too. It's all about attacking the out group and enforcing the in group. And it's like, so if you don't believe exactly what they believe, you're not a true progressive, or they'll turn it into their own levels of bigotry as well. So you'll get the like, what are some of the favorite ones out here right here? Oh, the rants against what was it? Your billionaire corporate elites, or like they'll push stuff like class warfare. used to be, what else? Used to be something they would own the whole anti-intellectual, anti-academic thing, because academia was seen as the bastion of, actually back in the day, conservatism and the elite. Hence the whole comment about, your academics sitting in their ivory towers. Yeah, that was attacked historically by working class, socialist, anarchist, or communist political organizations. And unfortunately, my history degree is coming out right now. Hold on. Like, I always get a kick out of people that try and map on contemporary political issues onto science fiction or fantasy. Well, yes, I know a lot of science and fiction and fantasy is commentary on current situations, etc., etc., etc. But, like, let's take, say, Cyberpunk or Starfield even, where I can change my pronoun, change my gender. Well, yeah, that's... Science fiction has transhumanism, which means beyond humanism. In Cyberpunk, it makes me laugh because you can add on all these cybernetic biological changes to your body, but, oh, you can't do this thing. It's like, that's the whole point. It's science fiction. It's transhumanism. It's what happens. And instead of going, hey, this is automatically bad, well, why is it bad? How does it fit in the game world? How does it fit in the universe? How does the mechanics work in the game? Etc., etc. Like, games like, say, Crusader Kings or Bannerlord. I don't see the same negativity coming from certain segments to those, surprisingly enough. I mean, this is all about nobility and putting down the peasants and elitism, etc. Like, you would think that... What do we got here? Oh, I've been to Fermi. You would think that they would be attacked by that. Like, I could see people getting really upset because of, not culture war, but actual class warfare ideology. Oh, go away. What else happened? Like, I used to see it as a joke. It would come up. Like in, like the Something Awful forums. It used to be kind of a joke back in the day.
Thanks. Any way we can repay you?
Repair parts.
You take care out there.
Don't need to do this anymore. So what did Fermi 3 have? I guess my whole argument boils down to if you spend all your time looking for something to dislike about a game instead of like about a game, it should come as no surprise that you always dislike every game. And there are some current political movements that are all about finding something to dislike about everything. If it's not exactly what they want, something's dislike. And if you don't dislike what they dislike, then you're someone that they have to dislike. You're no longer the in-group. Sometimes it can become kind of funny. Like, anyone who's ever been around 40K for a while knows that $40K is about making fun of quite a few groups. Like putting skulls on everything to make fun of the your old heavy metal edgelords and stuff back in the day, or your punks. The orcs. The orcs are just me. The orcs are like your typical yob back in the day. I'll put it that way, or your soccer hooligan. The Imperium is a comment on, ironically, fascism and communism at the same time. And organized religion. The Eldar were kind of like, yeah, originally written as, you know, space elves. Same as squats, space dwarves. The Eldar are like, you know, completely detached from the real, from, you know, reality, real people living in the past, etc., etc. And it's a commentary on that too. Like, we used to joke that the Eldar were making fun of, I guess you can say, like, the academics that I studied, you know, medievalists and classicists, and it was just all this bizarre existing in, you know, nothing in the real world anymore. Like, all the old factions used to be like that. And it was all tongue-in-cheek. Like, so many of it made fun of Thatcherism back in the day, too. That's why if you look up different planets in the game, like their names, like everything was like, there were so many tongue-in-cheek things when it came to the Inquisitors' names, planet names, well, actually just character names in general. That's how a lot of gaming back in the day was. Alright, we gotta start working our way back. I don't know why I'm contemplating the negativity lately. Like, is it because I was depressingly hearing someone being told that something they enjoy is horrible? It's a game. I don't know, childishness of this sucks. Everything you bring up, this sucks. That sucks. That shit. Only losers play that, etc., etc. Only losers do that. Like the old, I don't know, playground, schoolyard, almost high schoolishness of it all. Because, like, for example, the girl that was doing the painting, she's really good at it. Like, I mean, really good.
Oh, so lucky I noticed the pattern in one of those artifacts.
Thanks. Like, she has, like, the color, like, her color theory and her use of color, perfect. But her detail and brush control and her freehand, oh, I just wish I had skills like that. It's something she's really good at. And it hurt to see that she might give up something she's really good at just because of the negativity that she's having pushed on her by other people. She could be a bit better with the game, I'll admit that. But she's not into 40k to win games. Like, she doesn't min-max, she doesn't design. She's more, I don't know, the art, the fluff, the aesthetic. You're never going to win many games with the Eldar. And that's fine. But yeah, her Eldor, beautifully painted, beautifully based. So I'd hate to see her be pushed out of the hobby just because of not negative experiences actually at the hobby itself, but negative experiences from people judging her for her hobby in a way. Let's put this here. I need to get myself a Gatorade. Just have something to sip on while I talk and play. Alright, enough of the thoughts on social media, society, etc., etc. right now. We're into our game. Though I'm sure it will provoke some comments from some people. It always seems to provoke comments online, too. Oh, there it is. Platinum. Nickel. Omega. Oh, okay. One more comment I have to make. For those who are not aware. Because I don't know if I've mentioned it. After my military service, I got into university. Became all about academics. Thought I was going to go into a life of academics. Enjoyed it. The intellectualism of it all. In academics, there's a joke much like you'll find on any online forum about games, sports, or movies. The negative poster in academics, and it's been... Ooh, what the hell? In academics, there's this phenomenon that everyone jokes about called reviewer number 2. If you submit a paper, research, or anything else like that, invariably, right up at the top, you'll have a reviewer reviewer number 2 that's the negative review. It's like the person who sits there in a lecture hall and says, this is more of a comment than a question in response to what you've just presented. And usually it's revealing more about themselves than it is actually what you presented. They just, I don't like to hear themselves talk. And yes, I know that's a very ironic statement for someone who is doing a recording talking to themselves. Reviewer number 2 has existed for decades. Long before it became a thing in social media circles. Right. Game-wise, okay, here we are, Omega. Let's see what we have. Seem to be a longer sequence. Particle beam, huh? Okay, where's the ship? Because, yeah. What do I like about, I'm not going to go off on a tangent about what do I like about Starfield. How about we take a relatively neutral subject while I do my run. What would I like to see added or improved on the game? Either by the developers or by a mod. So obviously, from the developer side, a way that better incorporates outposts into the game. Give them a reason to be there. Give them a reason for me to want to invest in it beyond my just desire to decorate. Like in Skyrim, Hearthfire was kind of fun because like you were trying to complete things, so you would always be trying to add on to your house or find yourself the wife or the family, etc. In Fallout, all you had to do is play even a little bit survivalist, and yeah, your settlements were very, 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 very important. It gave you somewhere safe to sleep, sell, grow food, get water, etc. Something to invest in. I don't know. Like something manufacturing, you know, something resource related. I don't know. Like, I honestly can't answer it, but I would like to see something involved. Cosmetic-wise, there's a few mods I'd like to see, or developers do some stuff. Like I mentioned, when it comes to the ship, cosmetics, like painting, I'd like to be able to add like some metallic colors to it. Like I'd like to see where every module doesn't look the same. Like the Stroud.
Captain John, I have
some of the Stroud stuff.
idling.
Oh, so. One?
There we go.
Got one.
Have
I'm
like
going
ones where
to
it's
the
got like a stripe
astronomical
on it.
charting data with you, but
Well, I'd like to
clear
see
as day,
more
just to
modules
point
that
you right
have
to it.
some cosmetic differences to it, so that I could go and, you know, decorate my ship in a way that appeals to me. Like, just like I said, I wish they did things other than you know, like what's the point of adding your computer things? Like I'd like to see additional little tweaks and stuff that way. Oh, you poor guy. Level 16. I'd like to see cosmetically, like say on Earth. When it comes to Earth, I'd like to see some custom biomes added. Like say urban wreckage ruins sort of biome. Just little bits of debris here and there. I think would be kind of cool to add. I'm surprised in the game there isn't like a settlement on Earth. Like a memorial or something on it. Like when I do my next game plus 2, one of my outpost builds is going to be on Earth just to have a settlement. Just purely for role-playing purposes. Colors on ships, I'd like to see more. Not texture options. What's what I'm looking for here? Like a way to make your ship look, say, metallic, chrome, shiny metal. I'd like to have cosmetic options inside the ship. So like if you go to Teo, for example, when you're shopping there, you could be telling them like you could get like a picture of what the interior could look like of the module you're adding or something. And then you pick the color or texture of the walls or the floors. Like that'd be a nice thing to do. Like it would make people a little more invested in the interiors of their ships so that they don't just click the cockpit button when they try and go back to their ship. Okay, over encumbered again. What else would I like to see in it? A couple more companions with some depth. Companions that are other than Constellation with some character depth. I'd like to see more clothing options, so that everyone's not wearing the same suits. Like even if it's just you take the suit and you give it a different skin color. Why add some rations on it? It gives it some more style. I'd like to see some of the settlements expanded a bit with some immersive stuff into them. Like, I would love to see the area surrounding New Atlantis be modified a bit like we saw in Dazra in Shattered Space, or even Aquila. I mean, Aquila's got all the farms surrounding it. That makes sense. I forgot to look at what I just gained in terms of skill. Oh well. I was too busy talking and getting ready to shoot. Well, that'll teach me. Yeah, like I'd like to see the settlements expanded out a bit. Like, Jameson should have some farms and stuff around. I'd like to see some of the stuff that was cut added back into the game. Like, where is some of these vineyards? Like, where does wine come from that I find in the game? Like, add in a unique outpost. Like, and the modder could do these things. Like, add in a unique outpost. It's the brewery for Solomon's Reserve or Kodo's Crater. Add in like an industrial outpost that is manufacturing the guns. Like Combatech, Allied Armaments. Like, you have the Laredo, which seems to make sense. You have the oh, that one on Neon that makes like the mag shear and stuff. But it'd be nice to see some of the other manufacturers added. One mod I'd like to add in would be somewhere in New Atlantis, a book manufacturer, like a printer. Because who's printing all these freaking books? Like the basic books, like your Dickens and stuff. Who's printing those? Someone has to be. I know I've mentioned before. Incorporate the manufacturers of the different modules or ship pieces. Like we have the Slayton Systems. Here, wait, hold on. Okay, I wish I could click on. Like, what? Who makes these different weapons? Who makes these shields? Who makes this power thing? Right? Well, they have names. Why don't we have a settlement, a outpost, or a manufacturer inside an existing settlement shown making those? Like Mars has that Deimos really bad little manufacturing thing inside it. Looks kind of cool. Serves a purpose though.
Captain John, I am fully updated and ready to assist with tasks.
Like, Red Harvest, right? Red Harvest is manufactured. Have a Red Harvest manufacturing lab or something like that. Spacesuit manufacturers. Just have an outpost that's, or a not even like, even if it's not interactable or whatever, something just showing it being made or referencing it.
Still need to lift another set today. Gave up my room in the lot. Lucky I noticed the pet.
Okay.
Did you know?
How many of these do I have left? 4. Okay.
Walter is.
Those things, little things like that, adds to the immersion. I'm honestly one of those people that believes immersion adds to a game, gives you a reason to keep coming back. You know, strange, but yeah. What else would I like to see in the game? More star systems, yeah. The whole fuel system brought back. I think fuel should play a part in the game. I just don't fly everywhere I feel like. Another vehicle or two would be nice. A module that deploys your vehicle. Like the RAV luxury module that creation that I've added in. It does something. It gives so that you have to add it in to a ship so that you could then deploy it. I'd like that. What else would be good? I had other thoughts and I'm just sort of blanking on them right now. Always thought that like New Homestead or Mars should have like push out the New Homestead Museum, make it a bit bigger. Show an in-game reason why more people visit New Homestead. Other than, oh, it's the first. It's the first off. Well, it's not really the first off-world one. That would be Mars. But just to give it a reason to be traveled to, you could add quests in for rare earth artifacts that you could sell to them or something. That'd be kind of nice. Like Bethesda loves their fetch or recovery quests, so I would play into it. Think of quests. Never gonna get there in time, am I? that's embarrassing. I'd actually like to see more books in the game, actually. Books have always been a Bethesda thing. But books that, add more lore. Like, scholarly studies on what happened as Earth failed. I'd like to see more references to what happened as Earth failed. Everyone just seems to gloss over the fact that there was probably billions that could not be evacuated, or chose not to be evacuated. But, like, books could tie that in. Make books more than just 2 or 3 pages. Actually introduce some books. That you can, you know, actually spend some time reading. Sprint time. Okay, we're gonna have to recover at the ship for a bit after this one. What are other lore things I'd like in? Well, the variation in the weapons and the spacesuits, that's being handled by skins and modders rather well already. More variation in the alien creatures. They all seem to follow roughly the same patterns. Have them look different. Have creatures with feathers or quills or fur. Everything seems to be, I don't know, reptilian scaly variations. Let's see. Is this everything? Good. Okay. Some variation on the planets would be kind of cool too. Like, when I look at a planet from space, right, when we do the scan, and I do understand that this was originally intended in the concept art or concept game design, that some of the planetary features, not traits, but features, meant something. Like, you used to be able to get things other than, let's see, like Procyon. Does any of them? Or it would list other things. Like, so you could have a planet that's got like known for like its auroras, right? Or a planet that's pretty much like a permanent hurricane. Or planets that introduce like increased chances of like I haven't seen one as like biological infections. Could do that. Planets that have really like some extreme terrain.
I was uncertain you would return.
Spend so much time been poring over the charts, looking for it.
Our journey seems to be coming to an end.
What else would be another one that would be nice? Like, adding some variation to the planets. Because like this sky looks like other skies, which makes sense on a habitable planet, but like on some of the rarer planets, like environmental things added in. Give a reason to sit in other planets. Give a reason to have an outpost on a planet. If outposts are just going to be decorative, well, give outposts something decorative to exist. Purple skies. Have the liquid be different colors. Like if a planet has chemical water, let's say it's chemical, right? And it's an inferno. Well, it's not going to be water. Make it a chemical that can exist at high heat, that has like a different color. It's the same as like a low temperature. Like for example, if you tell me that it's like liquid methane, make it look a bit like liquid methane. Settlements. I think there should be some like minor settlements, like not a full-blown New Atlantis, but more Hopetown sort of things. Like Hopetown is just such a minor little thing. It's bigger than an outpost, but it's not quite a full-blown settlement. 3 to go. Okay. What else would I like to see added into the game? Like you can see, most of my stuff is related to immersion, engagement, investment, lore. Speaking of outposts, I would like to see it that you just can't magically build an outpost. Right? Like I can't just land on a planet, open my scanner, build an outpost using some minerals I have stored. I would like to see the initial outpost, either you require a settlement kit that you buy, or maybe you manufacture on your ship, or at the very least something that requires you to have like a bunch of adaptive frames and industrial pieces to build your outpost. Okay, so straight ahead. So instead of just saying, oh, I need X amount of raw iron and X amount of aluminium, say that you need some rolled aluminum or something using your workbench. I think that'd be kind of good. That would also give you a reason for the industrial workbench, and it would give you abilities to do things. And sparkling water. And a wrap. Did I need the alien genetic material for my research? Yes, I did. Prognosis is good for all of them. So I don't know what this planet's like. Let's go out there. Omicron. We'll debate it once we get back in the ship. What's our gravity? Oh. Darn it. Climb. Using the classic Skyrim method of going. Why can't I jump? Come on. There. And then there. Come on, you can do it. I'd almost like if anyone wants to comment on something else they think would be a good lore immersion addition to the game, I'd really appreciate it. Or if they remember something I've missed, or I've mentioned already that I'm missing. Oop, that was close. Float around here, let me think. Like, I'm not sure I want to add anything more starboard related. This can be seen about every Bethesda game. That you had more... that your choices had more of a noticeable impact on the game world. What did I learn? Void form. Perfect. For example, I have seen it in the game. So if you follow the UC quest line, and spoilers of course, and you deal with the Terramorphs. So the one where you selected it's the Aceles to deal with instead of using genetically engineered microvirus to kill them off. You can see soldiers out on patrol with Aceles hunting Terramorphs, and I think that's kind of cool. I would like to see more of that. Something along those lines. More, I don't know, maybe more faction quests? Like, hey, if you really wanted to tie outposts in and you wanted to make people come back and play the game more often with different playthroughs, allow yourself to set up your own little minor independent faction via the outpost system, and you can work on relations with other factions. That could be interesting. Sound like Varun. Nope. Crimson Fleet. Okay. Sucks to be you. Thank you for your sacrifice. Okay. Well, now we have space to breathe the bottom on the planet now, don't we? Yep. Okay. I would like to see somehow, and again, I'm really open to suggestions, so if you want to leave a comment for this one, your residences somehow play more of a role. Like, if you got maybe like a boost from something for like spending time at your residence or visiting your residence or sleeping at your residence or something like that.
Do you have a new set of orders for me today?
I asked
Never
Mateo if we
regretted
can get
coming
a
out
friend
of
for
return.
Roscoe.
The eyes showing signs.
Maybe, but I'm pretty sure he was just saying it.
Oh god, for a second I thought it said like Voli. I was like, how the heck? Like, that'd be kind of nice to see if there was something that made you want to go and return to your residence every now and then. So they played more of a role. Maybe like you have like a family or something that you could establish. I'd also like to see more mobile planetary features. So what I mean by that is, for example, on where is it? Neon, have some fishing trawlers. Have some fishing ships out there. Have whoops. There it is. Have I don't know, like a large fishing vessel that you can visit out there. Other mobile things I'd like to see. Have, you know, vehicles. Like, I don't mean your vehicle, obviously, because we all have that now. But, like, say a vehicle that, oh, that'd be hard to implement. Something like where you encounter one traveling from, like, say, science settlement or science outpost to industrial outpost to show activity or life, where they're not just static inside their outposts. But with the way they generate things, don't know how that could work. But I could see adding like the just even static ships floating around outside of Neon. Be kind of cool. Come on. Make it. Moon form? The heck is moon form? Oh, it's got to be this way because I can see the tall thingy. I'd like to see buildable music players. Like, I can build it and it plays music, and the music comes from a directory that you can save your music files to. So you can have, you know, your music you enjoy. And I'd want it to be buildable only because, you know, as a streamer or a video recorder or something, you don't want to get copyright issues. If you're just playing by yourself, that'd be great. Like, you come in here and you have, say, like a system, you just go click, and it just starts playing music throughout the ship, and you have a volume adjustment. We have one more? Yeah, one more. Okay. That would be, I think, a quality of life item that could be okay. Can you even have it, maybe play SSN? No, I don't know. Could work? Just trying to think. I'd like to see the lodge used a little more for stuff. Because they put a lot of effort into that. I'm surprised it's not used for the exterior. It's not used for something. I do wonder, like, how it just ends here without a wall. Did they plan on having something else out here when they were designing the game? I don't know. Yeah, but I'd like to see more life in the existing settlements. So, like, here in New Atlantis, supposed to be the biggest settlement.
Would be more useful to you aboard your ship than idling here away.
Forgot to check the math on a few equations.
Could do a lot worse
Where
than
we are.
Desolation.
Oh,
Like,
sorry.
you know, like I've
Nothing
talked
yet.
about.
Still poring over the charts.
Huh?
Always knew we could pull this
Oh,
off.
sorry. Haven't made a match yet.
Oh, so with Barrett. Hold
Now
on.
that you have all the artifacts, we should talk.
No, Barrett.
Finally, these new universes won't know what hit them. Forget about the Starborn and the Hunter. It's Barrett and company from here on out.
I'm in. I want a uniform and a mask with your face on it.
Oddly enough, still not the strangest thing I've seen in the universe. Look, if this is a are we doing this or not talk, then stop right there. We're doing this. The multiverse waits for no one.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, that's why I said it first. See you on the other side. I know now isn't the best time, but I need to talk with you later.
I do too.
This is amazing. The unity.
Because I think I have to take him out
This is
to
everything,
use his
and more. Literally.
temple power. You should have seen the
You
look
were
on your
probably
face.
just as surprised. Come on. It's mind-blowing. This explains so much, though. They're disorganized, petty, weird, and also deeply fascinating at the same time. Because they are just people. We never rule that out, but it feels so good to know we weren't fighting against robot alien ghost gods or something.
I mean, give me some time. I'm working
Seriously, though, you're right. Time is the key. We're only limited by time. Or maybe not. Hell, I don't even know. Isn't it marvelous? But it all comes back to this. We don't know what will happen if you enter the Unity. You might lose yourself or become a two-headed space shark. There are too many variables.
Or maybe I just say who exactly I am.
Even so, I don't see how we can't do this. I really don't see another option. Of course, at the end of the day, it's your choice. But I will say this. Our entire purpose in Constellation is to explore. Why would we stop now?
Agreed. I need to do this.
I'm with you. I'm not going to hold you back. But if you know, become evil or whatever, I'm also not going to have your back.
Thanks, Barrett, I think.
Anytime. The possibility of turning evil aside, I appreciate you taking the lead on this. You're guiding Constellation to new frontiers, new discoveries, and we should all follow your example. On that note, there's something else I'd like to discuss with you, if you have time. It's not on the scale of entering the Unity, but it is tangentially related.
I have time. What's on your mind?
Thanks. This has been swirling in my brain goo for a while now. So, I've been pondering over what's happened and what it all means. And I've got a favor to ask. A teensy-weensy favor. About the size of a plank length, really. I think it's time I joined you in the physics-bending powers business. See if one of those temples works for more than just you.
Let's go get your power then.
Marvelous. I'm glad you're as gung-ho about this as
So I was right.
As it so happens, I've already talked to Vladimir. Seems our eye in the sky is back up and running. He sent me the coordinates for the temple already.
Excellent.
We just have to visit. I know now isn't the best time. I need to talk with you later.
Oh, sorry.
It's a hard point.
Well,
again, you guys have this in your system, and you don't seem to be aware of it. And we were gonna work on what I want to level up next.
That's the temple. Herman would have loved to see this.
However, going outside would be an issue. So let's see if we can rest. Oh. Okay.
About time you got up.
Liquor? Bob. Hypothermia is good. So hypothermia and radiation. I think that injector takes care of that.
Bet you needed the rest, though.
Okay, let's do this. Now, we've already done this once with him, so we know it's about summoning copy. I like the views, though, where you get, like, the multiple planets or moons in perspective. Alright, let's get in there. And help Barrett with his power.
So, this is it.
Come on, Barrett. Let's go.
I think everybody in Constellation dreams of this moment.
Universe. This is Barrett, returning your call.
What in the... Who in the... Whoa. Hello, handsome. You've got to be joking. Nope. Okay. Skipping the initial shock of it all. Agreed. Not worth it. Forming a hypothesis.
Okay, who's the evil one?
You know, my captain asked the same thing.
Different captain, though, so you aren't an exact facsimile. From my readings, you don't have your appendix, and you're a quarter of a centimeter taller than me. Minor differences, but fascinating. I wonder what else is different.
Oh no, which one to use my Barrett?
Me. Accurate. I'm just, passing through.
Can you explain?
Molecular binary schism? Temporal twinning? Group hallucination? Don't forget the fluctuations in the energy patterns, which align almost deterministically. Harmonized vibrations, distorting some mechanical barrier between neighboring universes? Impossible to know with such a minute subset of readings. We need more... Obviously.
We have to skip this fact. Okay, welcome aboard.
Whoa there. Sustaining... You will eventually... I could...
We've done this before, but my...
By the tone of your voice. Is he... Yes, he is.
Thing sounds very different where you're from.
I wonder how many I think about them. Wait. What's that noise? Starborn ship.
Barretts, get ready for a fight.
This.
Yep.
On it.
Like, look at how damaged I am.
Part of me wants to stay and study this place, but part
Wait,
of me
hold on. We gotta do this fast, Barrett. Barrett!
I can't hold on to you. I'm struggling, being pulled through the barrier. This is probably it, friends. Son, cherish every moment with them. I already do, my friend. I promise. So look, for the rest...
Okay, yeah. Good to know.
Isn't it?
No, Barrett. This doesn't seem to be possible.
How would I stand? Anyway, it's a relief, you know. And they're already feel...
Seems useful.
I thought so, too. Anyway, we'll see. For now, I just need to
use your power when you want to,
That's pretty
Barrett.
exhausting.
Okay. We're in trouble. Oh, I would like to be able to improve my
We could unleash science on
resistance.
these temples for decades and still only scratch the surface.
I need to improve my resistances, like the hypothermia. And 8. Right. Supernova, void form. Okay, so I do have parallel self too. It says I have one more temple to discover, but didn't I just do that with Barrett? We'll fly back to the lodge, drop Barrett off if we have to. we were going to investigate leveling. Okay. Do I make myself more immune? Do I improve my nutrition? Let's make myself a little immune to energy. Like 5%. Actually, doesn't look like I can drop anything off at the lodge. Maybe it's time we move to the next universe. Alright, here we go. Let it load in. We'll move on to another universe. And I'm already reconsidering my idea to declare myself Starborn when I show up.
You made it. I hope you're enjoying the view. I never get tired of staring at it. Eternity.
You say that every time.
Welcome home, Starborn. As always, the path to a new universe is forward, past me. Or you could turn around and return from where you came.
I'd like to be able to customize our constellation outfits with, like, custom patches. See, we didn't do anything.
Stepping towards infinity, I offer you a
Okay,
glimpse
the usual.
of what will happen to the universe you may be leaving. As the essence of who you are is spread throughout space and time.
Okay. We already know. The reason I'm reconsidering declaring myself Starborn?
Although you leave this universe behind, a new universe awaits you.
Is I wouldn't be able to rescue
What choices?
Lynn, as in Lynn, or Heller. Right? Because I wouldn't be rescuing Barrett. And those are two things that I would like to do. If I'm going to build my outpost empire, I would like that. But as we move into the next universe, I'd like to thank you all for joining me for this trip. We'll begin next time by building a new minor faction, I guess. I don't think we'll declare ourselves Starborn, but I have to think about it. If you want to leave me a comment, a like, or subscribe, I appreciate it. I do hope that you're all doing well. I hope to see you again soon. And I'd like to skip this as I finish my ending so that it doesn't look like I'm not continuing. But until next time, thank you for joining me. Please take care of yourselves. Make sure to take some time, step out, enjoy your day. But until next time, take care. All the best. Bye now.